What's going on, everybody? So I finally got my hands on the newest fragrance from Happyland Studio. I have not sprayed it yet. Of course, I like to do that stuff with you guys. Today we're going to be checking out the new Paisley Dreams from Happyland Studio. So stay tuned. So let's take a quick look at the difference in the labels, because I do have the original Paisley Sky right here. So very similar, yet has its differences at the same time. This is my large 50 ml. I actually spray from this handwritten label. 30 ml is the one I typically wear. But this is technically marketed for the ladies, though very unisex from what I understand. So we're going to take a quick look. Let's jump over and we'll take a quick look at the notes. I haven't looked at them yet myself. Top notes of ylang-ylang, anise, and bergamot. Mid notes of heliotrope, which is ever so present in the original Paisley Sky. Cashmere, rose, hedione, rosemary. So the mid is pretty much Paisley Sky. The base is myrrh, vanilla, sandalwood, amber, honey, and musk. So it had a very strong floral touch with the heliotrope and hedione prior. I wonder if the ylang-ylang is going to make a huge difference or not. So let me grab a few test strips here, and we'll compare and contrast, shall we? Two good sprays of these ginormous sprays. It still has the core of what Paisley Sky is all about. It's definitely a bit creamier. Almost has like a, this is going to sound strange, but kind of a nuttiness to it. And that's definitely not present in the notes. So let's spray Paisley Sky as well. So we have Paisley Dreams here, Paisley Sky in my right hand. Definitely picking up this honeyed sweetness, thick, creamy nature in Paisley Dreams. Paisley Sky is definitely more resinous and dark, which I never would have thought to say if Paisley Dreams didn't exist. Because comparing the two, it's definitely a little bit of a darker, edgier fragrance. The ylang-ylang comes out, but not heavy. It doesn't come across as super like crazy yellow floral, because ylang-ylang can dominate a fragrance depending on how it's done. It's detectable, but not too much. This is a bit more ambery and honey rich, I find anyways. I don't find it any more feminine than Paisley Sky, honestly. Now, granted, this is on test strips, but this doesn't come across as some feminine fragrance to me. Not really. Just as unisex as Paisley Sky, honestly. It's a lot more creamy, though, I do have to say. But you can smell the core of Paisley Sky still here, so it's definitely a true flanker. Kudos, EJ. I don't really know which one I like better, honestly. There's something addictive about Paisley Dreams, though. More so than Paisley Sky. And Paisley Sky is one of the 5 best fragrances from the house, in my personal opinion. You cannot go wrong with it. Yeah, that smells so good. Love Paisley Sky. It's a, you know, instant classic from the house, I guess you could say. Paisley Dreams, though, it's something, it's got a little bit different character to it. Fellas, don't think because there's a lady on the label that you can't wear this easily. If you like Paisley Sky, there's no reason you won't like Paisley Dreams. I don't think anyways. It's definitely got a strong presence now on the test strip, presence of the amber, The creaminess, I'm assuming that's honey and sandalwood because it's thick and creamy. I do get a little bit of florals, but it's mostly that heliotrope smell. That's, you know, it's a bomb of heliotrope and hedione in Paisley Sky. Whereas you still get a heavy dose of it, but I feel like it's toned back just a tad from Paisley Sky. And I want to say the myrrh is standing out a little bit more because it is getting a little bit more dark. There's a darker essence to this fragrance as it's drying. Because, I mean, we're on test strip, so it's drying rapidly. That's damn good. That's damn good. Let's give it a spray on the hand, just a little bit. Just to see. So don't let the label fool you, fellas. Extremely unisex, at least on the test strip. Let's see if it's any more feminine on skin. I mean, this is giant oil sheen. You see the reflection there. So gigantic oil sheen. A lot of hedione, more hedione on skin, at least in the opening. Interesting. The opening does smell a little bit better on the test strip, honestly. It's muskier on my skin than it is on the test strip. Still a lot of heliotrope and hedione. There's that nuttiness that I was talking about, like almost a bit of an almond smell, though I don't think that's in the notes. Yeah, there's no almond in the notes. The anise is very present now that it's not the initial blast. That spicy edge, the darker warmth. Now on skin, I'm going to sit here and call Paisley Sky the better fragrance for sure. Definitely better. It's not coming across as too floral, but it's definitely more floral than Paisley Sky. So it's opening up a bit different on skin, as expected. That's why I wanted to spray it on the test strip and on skin to see the differences, because the test strip can tell you a lie. Skin chemistry will tell you what's actually going to happen on your skin, obviously. But that rich, thick, creamy nature is definitely there just as much as it is on the test strip. A lot of sandalwood here. A lot of sandalwood, a nice dose of honey. The myrrh and the anise give a little bit of a dark nature to it, but it's not a dark fragrance at the same time. It definitely adds something different. It adds to the depth of the fragrance. So it's not that simplistic of a fragrance. There's a lot to peel back here. It's a bit more complex on my skin than I anticipated. More so than Paisley Sky, because it is changing. The amber's creeping in more, so it's nice and warm. It's rich and thick. It's got a present floral tone, but not an overtaking floral tone. Like, it doesn't become too floral. That's where I say this is perfectly unisex. I don't think this is that feminine of a fragrance, to be honest with you. Solid. Definitely one that if you're skeptical about, I would say get a sample. You can get samples from Happyland Studio. You can get sample packs to try the whole house. But if this one interests you in any way, I would say definitely get a sample and try it. Not necessarily blind buy safe. I wouldn't roll the dice unless you see the note breakdown and it just intrigues you to the point of, screw it, I'm buying a bottle. Holiday 20, I believe, is the discount code to save you 20%. As a matter of fact, because he messaged me that a couple of days ago. He shared it to my Facebook group as well. Let me double check that real quick just to make sure for you guys. Yes, Holidays 20. Holidays plural, I'll have it on screen. We'll save you 20%. That is good till January 2nd. So you can save 20% off your order by using that discount code. So that is nice. His usual shameless 15 is 15%. So Holidays 20 will get you the extra 5%. So I would say try before you buy. Not one that I can comfortably recommend you roll the dice on blind buying. I definitely would say try before you buy personally. And if you're going to go that route and sample, I would say grab Paisley Sky as well. Grab Shameless, grab Diabolique, grab Homme for the Holidays and Homme for the Holidays Decaf Edition. That's the must-tries from the house, in my opinion. Some of the newer fragrances and some of the classics like Paisley Sky that just you need to try. If you're going to get a sample, you might as well get a handful of samples and really try some of what I feel are the highlights of Happyland Studio. Well, that is my first impressions on Paisley Dreams, the flanker to the ever so popular Paisley Sky. I've got 2 different bottles of it. And until next time, do me a real quick favor, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, because I do appreciate all the feedback. Love hearing from you guys. How many of you have already gotten your hands on this? So I was supposed to have this about a week sooner, and there was a mishap with the address on the label. EJ forgot to put my apartment number, so one of my neighbors that are dishonest and didn't turn my package into the office has a free bottle of Paisley Dreams somewhere in this apartment complex. So so thank you, EJ. EJ did send this out to me to check out, as he usually does. EJ makes some interesting, unique, and crazy powerful fragrances. Happyland Studios is one of those indie brands that's worthy of trying. You're bound to find something you like. EJ has a vast library of original fragrances that are all high oil concentrations that all last. Definitely try some of the highlights of the house like I described a minute ago. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on Paisley Dreams and you give it a spray now, I don't know, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.